cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Spillman. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Pena. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Here's the pressure. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Spins away from the defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls it in. It's Landry. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Got a man. It's Durant. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Texas offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cole. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to sliver forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get there.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen.
This defense is so well coached. They came into this game knowing that they were going to see some screen passes. On 3rd down, they were expecting it, and now they have a chance to get off the field.
Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Dropping back, it's Spillman. Caught over the middle, it's John. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Spillman. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. The defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to...
Turning it on. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Looking to throw, it's Spillman. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Right back to the well. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Horns up and ready to hook them seriously. first through the air. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to sneak it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Back to throw. It's Spillman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first...
Oh, he's got some space.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back to throw. It's Spillman. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Caught in the backfield, it's Santiago. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Spillman. Quickly complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's